Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Your old buddy Tim back in the Revolved Realty studio. It is Saturday, April the 4th, and today is the day that the state of Alabama goes on mandatory quarantine, lockdown, whatever. Basically, all the businesses are shut down. If you are not considered an essential service, you are going to be staying at home at least for the next few weeks to a month. My hope for you is that you really do like those that you are going to be quarantined with. If not, it's going to be a very long month for you. But hey, really quick video. I wanted to just update everyone on the Paycheck Protection Program. This is the program that the government's coming out with to assist small business owners and try to keep people on the payroll or at least paid during the crisis. And I guess it's my background in entrepreneurial coaching. I've got a lot of people asking me about this, which really just proves to me that most people are too lazy to Google. It's on the internet. Google. No, it's much easier to just post on Facebook. Hey, Tim, what are your thoughts? So I downloaded the official SBA checklist, and I'm going to go over it really quickly for you to see who is and who is not eligible for this assistance. And I'm going to read a lot of this, okay? The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, CARES. Why does everything have to be an acronym? How much time did someone in the SBA marketing department spend coming up with an acronym? Corona Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. CARES. We care. See, everything's marketing. It's amazing to me. Anyway, allocated $350 billion to help small businesses keep workers employed amid the pandemic and economic downturn, known as the Paycheck Protection Program, PPP. See, that's not an acronym. Those are just initials. An acronym is a series of letters that creates a word. PPP is not a word. They did not spend a lot of time on that. Okay, although it is catchy, I guess. The initiative provides 100% federally guaranteed loans to small business. All right. So this is if you keep your employees paid, even though they are not there, because chances are, if you're a non-essential business, your employees are going to be at home, but you are going to keep them on the payroll. So basically, this is a loan that you can apply for that will loan you the money to keep your employees paid. Now, as you would expect, there are a lot of rules to this, a lot of regulations, and I'm going to go through those quickly. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on each one. I will link this in the comments below. God forbid you have to Google this and find it on your own. So who's eligible? Here is who is eligible. A small business with fewer than 500 employees, a small business that otherwise meets the SBA size standard. And again, I'm not going to go deep on this. You can do this yourself. It can be a 501c3 with fewer than 500 employees. That's a nonprofit. An individual who operates as a sole proprietor. I assume that means if you are the only employee, but you rely on a paycheck from the business, you would qualify for this. An individual who operates as an independent contractor, I would assume that you would need to prove some kind of income history there. An individual who is self-employed who regularly carries on any trade or business, a tribal business concern that meets the SBA size standard, a 501c9, 19, which is a veterans organization. So those are the folks that are eligible. Actually, I'm going to use my other readers on this because this printout is not great. I look like an old man. In addition, some special rules may make you eligible if you are in the accommodation and food services sector. The 500 employee rule is applied on a physical location basis. That means if you are, let's say you are a hotel and you've got multiple hotels, that 500 employee rule will apply to each location. If you're operating as a franchise or receive financial assistance from an approved SBA small business investment company, et cetera, et cetera. The 500 employee threshold includes all employees, full, part-time, and other status. So basically, in a nutshell, any small business, sounds like to me, can qualify this assistance if you can prove that your income is going to be affected. Now, I'm a realtor, so I don't know I don't really consider myself self-employed because I own the company, but maybe I should check into this. But our income is so up and down and so seasonal. Some months we'll just have tons of income. Some months we'll have very little. I'm not sure how that'll apply. I'm not going to apply anyway. It doesn't matter. What will lenders be looking for? To apply for these loans, you go to any SBA-backed lender. For example, if you bank at Wells Fargo or Redstone Credit Union, if they normally do SBA loans, that's where you can apply for this. But here's what borrowers will need to complete: the Paycheck Protection Plan application, which you can do online. Lenders will also ask you for a good faith certification that, now the key word there is good faith certification, meaning that they are taking you at your word on some of this. Hopefully your word is good. Lenders will ask you for a good faith certification that the uncertainty of current economic condition makes the loan request necessary to support ongoing operations. Basically, they're going to say, okay, without this loan, are you going to stop paying your people? Well, if you say yes, you pretty much qualify. The borrower will use the loan proceeds to retain workers and maintain payroll or make mortgage, lease, and utility payments. This money is not so you can go out and buy a new fleet of cars. This is to maintain the business as it sits for a period of time. Borrower does not have an application pending for another loan from February 15th to December 31st of 2020. The borrower has not received another loan, et cetera, et cetera. So that is what they're going to be asking for. So how much can you borrow? This is one that folks are asking me about. Loans can be up to 2.5 times the borrower's monthly payroll cost, not to exceed $10 million. So how do I calculate my average monthly payroll cost? Basically, you take the sum of all your included payroll costs minus the sum of excluded payroll costs, and then that'll give you the payroll cost. Again, this money is primarily to keep employees on the payroll through this crisis, even though they are not working. All right. So I'm not going to go in deep in this. I'm going to put a link to this so you can download it. Take the time to read it yourself. Don't rely on me or anyone else to do this for you. All right. The last point that they address is, will this loan be forgiven? Yes, you can get this loan and have it forgiven if you meet these requirements. Borrowers are eligible to have their loans forgiven. A borrower is eligible for loan forgiveness equal to the amount the borrower spent on the following items during the 8-week period beginning on the date of the loan. Payroll costs, using the same definition of payroll costs used to determine eligibility, interest on the mortgage obligation incurred in the ordinary course of business, rent or leasing agreement. Basically, what they are saying here is the loan can be forgiven or the amount owed can be reduced so long as the money was used for what it was supposed to be used for. All right. So again, please do not take this as legal, accounting, or financial advice. I'm simply reading from the download that I got on Google, which is available to everyone who will just go to Google and do it. I actually got this off the U.S. Chamber of Commerce website. It's also on the SBA. So there you go. There is assistance available to you. Now I can see the camera. There is assistance available to you. You need to check this out. Check out every program and every loan that is available to you because if you can keep your employees on the payroll during this crisis, you're going to come out ahead of the game afterwards. Because remember, this is going to pass. Your business will hopefully go back into operation. Hopefully you'll bring those key employees back and you would not have lost anyone because they had to go find something else to do. So, all right, I'm going to put the link to this below. If you have any other questions, again, all of this is online. I am not the authority. I'm just passing this along to you. But if you need to ask me questions, of course, I'll do my best to answer those for you. All right, guys, make it a great day. Hopefully you guys will stay safe, stay indoors. Hopefully you can stand those that you will be quarantined with. If not, it's going to be a long month.